Alrighty, what's the deal, man?
What's poppin' with you?
Nothing much. Alright, so everybody, today I got one of my good friends from high school. His name's Khalon Banks.
Yo.
And he's actually a recent graduate from Xavier College, is that correct?
No. X who is Dillard University, you feel me?
Oh.
D-U.
My bad. No disrespect.
That ain't no disrespect. It's just funny. No, Bubba went to Xavier. That's what we Bubba went to Xavier.
You know what messed me up? Your nickname.
That too, most definitely. Stage name is Xavier Beloved. You feel me? That's what I go by now.
That's why I thought he went to Xavier. Bro's name is Xavier. Okay, that's.
Hey. You know, shout out all the HBCUs. Xavier University out this bit. Dillard University out this bit. You feel me?
So what did you really study out there mainly?
I majored in theater arts with a concentration in performance. I went to Dillard for 5 years, and graduated. And I was originally a double major in theater and film, and then I ended up dropping my double major so that way I could graduate within my 5th year because they would have tried to make me stay around for like 6, and I just wasn't with it.
Oh yeah, you can't be out there too long.
Yeah,
so what was that experience like? Cause you went out there, you pledged, you did the whole college experience. So tell me a little bit more about all that.
Man, being from California and going down south for college is like a thing in itself because you already know that you're going to be dealing with all types of like different personalities, different people, different things that people didn't live through, been told, been taught. But, I think the biggest thing was really just a culture shock of dealing with other black people who aren't raised the same way that you raised, ain't seen the same things you seen. And not to say that they wasn't built for some things, but, they were built better for some things compared to other things, and that's crazy to think. The lingo different, the daily struggles are different. The food is different. And all in all, I'll say from coming from LA to New Orleans, the only thing that I really would feel was the same was that this city never sleeps. That city never really sleeps. Like,
really?
Bourbon Street is moving 24/7, I feel like. So, that's something to think about. Downtown is moving all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's the place I always wanted to go visit. But you said something very interesting about going to school down south because I went to Arkansas to play college football. And let me tell you a little bit about something. I don't want to name the school because I don't want to make them seem like they're racist. But it wasn't racism. When I went to the cafeteria to eat, most of the black people be sitting on one side and a lot of white people sitting on the other side. There'd be a little mix here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of separate. Was it like that where you was at too, or was it a little bit different for you?
Well, see, it's a little bit different because I went to an HBCU and ain't no separation, ain't no segregation because we all black. We all separated in the cliques or separated in the groups or separated in the major or whatever that may be. But, for a long time in New Orleans and going to Dillard, it was hard to actually see white people because I would have to go out in the city and really explore the city to see white people. If I stayed on campus or if I stayed within the other campuses that I would visit, white people came few and far between. Like, we probably had 3-4 white faculty members, 2-4 white students in the whole college. Maybe not in the whole college, but that you see on a daily basis.
That's crazy. And I would have never thought that because where I went, it was 80% white. And I've never been in a situation where it's been predominantly black people. Did you enjoy that? Because I know I'd enjoy it. Like, what did you think about it?
Going to an HBCU has its pros and its cons, but the long run of things, it's always going to be a big pro to go to school around people that look like you and that are doing the same thing as you and have a goal like you. One of the things that I took from being in high school, and going to a predominantly black high school like we did.
Right.
It's more black kids around. Yeah, we see more of ourselves, but a lot of them didn't want to be there. And, it's different to go to a school that's 98%, 96% black, and note that everybody in here has a goal in mind. Everybody in here has a standard that they're trying to set, something they're trying to achieve, something they want to do. And I think that's really become the long run of things. Even if they don't know exactly what they want to do, they know that there's a level of success that they actually want to reach. Right. And I think that's really the biggest thing for me that I love because you start to work and find your connections and find the people that you're going to work with later in life here.
Right. Right, and that's a really big thing. Outside of just the education, the connections that you make in college are some of the connections that will take you for the rest of your life. Some people even find the love of their lives in college. You know what I mean? So that's
bullshit. I don't know if we can cuss, but that's bullshit.
Oh yeah, we can cuss. No.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit. I'm gonna say it louder for y'all.
Oh man, so you had some heartache.
It's not heartache, son. Like going to college, let me tell y'all, stomp the yard is a lie. Drumline is a lie. I'm trying to think. No. Okay, let's touch you.
Some of my favorite movies.
Hey. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, maybe it's just me, cause whatever. But don't go to college looking for the love of your life. Go to college looking for the career of your life, and love will fall into place with that. Like I can tell y'all many a times, like. I feel like I met the love of my life at college. She might not be the love. I might not be the love of her life, but I felt like I met the love of my life at college. We're not gonna talk about her. She's not important no more. But the point is,
that broke my heart, fam. Hearing that.
Oh, that broke up. Nah, fuck it. You feel me? It happens. That's the point. Like hella shit happened to me in college. Like all types of random ratchet shit. You feel me? I done fought baby daddies in college. I got my first tattoo in college. My car got lit on fire. Oh yeah, my car got lit on fire twice, nigga. Yeah, all this shit in college, bro. Like,
wait.
Protests, all types of shit. Yes, I'm gonna run past that like I didn't just say it, nigga. All types of shit. You feel me? All types of shit.
There's a couple things we not gonna run past. Why are you fighting baby daddies? You out here slaying other dudes.
Okay, no. Well, yes, but no. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So I was getting my first tattoo. And old girl who was doing the tattoos had her baby with her, Okay. And it was cool, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't no big thing. It wasn't like, wasn't nobody trying to get at her or nothing. She was one of the friends of the homegirl. So, like, you coming through, the homegirl said, don't fuck with you like that. You got a nigga, you got your baby. Ain't nobody trying to be fucking with all that. We being cool. So, her baby daddy come up there. Oh, bruh. Came up there hot and on a mission talking about why you got all these niggas around my son. Why you got all these niggas around my son, bro? Come outside and talk to you, bro. Like, did all this shit. Talking about he gonna talk to her. You feel me? And then talking turned into snatching a bitch by her hair. So, niggas had to whoop that ass because we don't play that shit. You feel me? Like, I don't play that shit. I'm sorry. I don't play that shit. I don't play that putting your hands on women shit. Like, that'll immediately, I will fuck you up. Like, that's, I didn't even no hesitation. Like, I've been in so many situations where I've seen some shit happen or a nigga got to where I immediately, what the fuck is your problem?
So you put hands on another man? You saw him put hands on this woman?
Bro, he snatched her up, put his hands on her. She ran away from this man, got the baby, and decided she was gonna leave and just, she told her she'll come back and she just gotta get away from this nigga right now. Like, I'm just finna dip. Y'all just keep that nigga busy. Man, he grabbed the baby. He squeezed the fucking baby. Son, that was a crazy day, bro. Damn. Like, that was a crazy fucking day. I was in tears by the end of that fight, bro, because I really thought he was going to hurt that baby. And that was the main... Our main point wasn't even to get her safe. Our main point was to have him let go of the baby because he was squeezing her like, a bear hug. He was squeezing her, but she got the baby in her hand. So, like, he's squeezing her, he's squeezing the baby. And we sitting there like, come on, bro, the baby crying all through the hallway. We yelling, screaming for fucking help. Don't nobody want to fucking come out their rooms and shit. It's just fucked up. You feel me? It was a fucked up day as a whole, but...
Hey, you gotta be a real punk-ass motherfucker. Put your hands on a woman
bro,
while she's holding your kid.
I'll tell you that not only was that fucked up, but the shit that nigga said when he got done... And, the campus police up there now holding this nigga, all this shit. And... This nigga had the audacity to fucking say, I'm an artist. I just sometimes can't get my emotions together. But me and my 3 homies, because it took 4 of us niggas to get this man. Me and my 3 homies, we all artists. We all sitting there like, nigga, I ain't never done no shit like this. Like,
hold up, how big was this nigga that it took 4 of
Okay, time out. So this nigga was like 6'4", 270 pounds. He's big as shit. Big ass. Buff ass, football player looking ass nigga, solid than a bitch.
So let me ask you something. If you was by yourself, would you have still took that fade?
I would have still took that fade by myself because I started to take that fade by myself.
Okay.
You feel me? My homies dropped their shit too. Don't get me wrong. Like, they not no bitches. They definitely dropped their shit too and got in the mix on blood. But, bruh, I don't know. That fight would have went much differently had I been by myself because he tossed me one good time. You feel me? He really, like, took me with a full-fledged, threw an elbow and an arm into me and tossed me into a wall.
Threw you across the room.
He threw me, and I really sat there. Was like, I ain't never had nobody throw me. I'm big as fuck, bro. I weigh 265. For those of y'all that's listening that can't see me, I weigh 265. I'm 6 foot, bruh. He tossed the fuck out of me, and it seemed like he did the shit with ease. That was the part that fucked me up the most about it.
Oh shit.
That nigga did that shit with ease, tossed me out the way. Shit fucked me clean up. But that's a big ass nigga, bro. I'll never fight a nigga that big by myself if I didn't have a reason to. You feel me? No bullshit. Like, if it wasn't for the baby or the woman in the situation, if it was just me and him, you know, bullshit, I ain't no bitch. But I know when I'm gonna lose a fight. That nigga was big. Like, fuck it, man. That nigga was big, bro.
So you just gonna take the hey, man?
I would have took my L on that one. So like, if you had disrespected me and you big as fuck and I gotta beat your ass, like, you not finna bitch me. But at the same time, like, if you probably hit me and I really flew into the wall like that, I probably would have been like, you know what, he can have it. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, it ain't worth it. Truthfully, had it not been for the baby, I don't think it would have been worth it. Like, her and her shit was some shit. And I always say, you and your domestic problems is some shit. But, you know, once he put his hands on her, she got her baby here. So I'm like, what else am I supposed to do?
Right. Yeah. You fight niggas over disrespect? Because you got to put your hands on me to get me to fight you.
I ain't gonna lie.
If outside the whole baby situation, if a nigga disrespects you, I'm probably not going to fight you over disrespect. Like, the only disrespect that give me a swing on you spitting in my face.
It depends on the amount of disrespect. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. Now, note, the spitting in my face shit, man or woman, you finna get open hand slap the shit out you. I'm finna open hand slap the literal shit out you. Man or woman, if you spit in my face, I'm gonna open hand slap the shit out you, and I'm gonna backhand you because you got me fucked up. Then, if you a nigga, I'm gonna stomp you out because you gonna hit the ground. I'm gonna stomp you the fuck out. But if you a woman, you just finna catch that front hand and that backhand because, like, you just spit in my face, bitch. Like, and yes, I don't use the word bitch often, but, like, you a bitch. You just spit in my face. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Like, what? Man. Nothing is that bad. As far as like niggas disrespecting me, you feel me, and wanting to beat that, like, it ain't on no bullshit. I can tell you the fights that I got into or wanted to get into, you feel me, I don't feel like it was really worth it most of the time, which is why I really dropped the shit. Like, old girl and her nigga get mad, I dropped the song that was really about her ass. But, you know, this nigga felt like he got played, too. Truthfully, I wrote the shit before I knew she started dating you. But, like, if you want to fight, we can fight. I don't care. Like, if you feel that pressured over it, we can fight. You feel me? Old boy from Chicago. I ain't going to say Chirac because I know that's disrespectful to Chicago. I was finna say Chirac. I apologize, y'all. But, you know, that shy-ass Chicago nigga, and he know who the fuck he is, that nigga can catch my hands on sight because he was on that bitch-made shit. And as far as I'm concerned, you don't start no fight or start fucking with a nigga like you want to fight, then bitch out when, you know, faculty and shit get around. You feel me? Like, you don't try to make it a thing when faculty and shit get around, my nigga. Like, try to divert the problem, nigga. You fucking disrespectful, and I will beat the shit out you. Like, just fight, nigga. Like, fight. Be a man about your shit and fight. Don't slap me upside the back of my head and walk off with your homie like it's some shit. That's bitch shit. And as far as I'm concerned, if you gonna act like a bitch, I'm gonna treat you like one.
God damn. Hey, that's hey, you living kind of dangerous out here, man. I'm a soft guy. I'm a pro fighter, but I'm a lover too. So, you know, you little too much for me. But
hey, bro, I ain't even no fighter though. You know that. You went to high school with me. You know I ain't no fighter. I can get in a fight. Don't bitch me. You feel me? Don't take my kindness for weakness. But I ain't no fighter at the end of the day.
I remember one fight in high school. I don't want to say this dude's name because I don't want to.
Who? The tall nigga, the big nigga, or fat lip? You know who I mean? My fat lip too. Hey, that's my nigga though. I actually do fuck with bro. Alfred, if you ever hear this shit, I fucks with you, bro. You my nigga. I was trying not to say his name. I don't give a fuck. That's my nigga, bro. I fuck with Alfred. That nigga was dope as fuck. You feel me? We got into that one little scuffle. That wasn't even no fight, son.
Hey, congratulations to him, by the way. He's a father now.
Oh shit, Alfred got baby. Hey, a lot of niggas got babies from high school.
I'm pretty sure he is. I might be tripping. I'm pretty sure he is.
You feel me? God, I see what you doing for other people. Keep that shit over there.
Yeah. Far away from me.
Keep that shit over there. What?
Yeah.
That shit funny. I'm sorry. That shit funny. Hey, hella people got kids, bro. You go down Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everybody got. Deja and Greg got married, and they got 2 kids, I believe.
Wait. Which Deja?
Deja May and Greg. how do you say that? Like Detroit? I think that's how you say it.
Who's
like,
Greg?
Dark skin short Greg. You remember dark skin Greg? Remember dark? Man, I got
when you show
I got a picture of Greg somewhere.
Which Deja though? Not light skinned Deja.
Yeah,
the one that be dancing. Nah, right?
No, Deja Carter, Deja May Carter.
You gonna have to show me her.
I'm about to show y'all some pictures. All right, I know I'm over here. I dropped her shorty full name. Do not go look her up.
I'll bleep out her last name.
Yeah, do something. Yeah.
Hey, but you actually said something interesting because you said you dropped a song by somebody, which is actually one of the things. Is a perfect segue. Tell me about how you got into music. I know you was into the arts in high school, but you seem like you got a lot more into music when you got to college.
How shit go? You know what?
Oh, her?
Yeah. She got 2 kids. And Greg the daddy.
Oh,
there go Greg.
wait.
Yeah, Greg daddy. Remember prom? They went to prom together and everything. And they
got
really on
married?
some. Yeah, they got married. Oh, bro, they really on some high school sweetheart shit. Okay, back to the real show. Yeah, bro. Okay,
Hey, congratulations,
Congrats, Greg and Deja. You
man.
feel me? Like,
I didn't fucking know that.
yeah, they got 2 kids now, I believe. You feel me? They doing the damn thing. I fucks with that. You feel me? Love. But no, let's get back into the real shit. So let's talk about this music. I did get into art and music in high school. I really got into rapping back in high school. I was rapping with some very prominent names now, actually, now that I think about it. You know, I'm from LA, so if you don't know these people, you might know them soon. I used to rap with niggas like Malik and Coley Cole and all them. That's Villain Park. You feel me? Villain Park. If y'all ever heard the name Villain Park, go look up Villain Park. They dope as fuck. You feel me? Go look up Villain Park. Fuck with all of them. You feel me? I'm trying to remember everybody's name right this second. It's been a minute since high school, but you know, me and Malik got along real cool, so I really fuck with Malik. That nigga wild. You feel me? Coley Cole, me and that nigga had English together. You know, he that nigga fire too, bro. Like, check them out. Villain Park. They cool as fuck. Pure Luxury. My young nigga KJ. That's like my cousin, bro. Like, our dads work together and shit. That's my nigga, you know. He really on. He got some slappers. He got some slappers in the vault for y'all too. I can't wait. I really can't wait for like him to drop his actual tape, because y'all gonna really see how much time and effort this man puts into his music, but then also really be doing this shit. Like, he don't just be on this ratchet function shit just to be on this ratchet function shit. He really want to bring that LA culture everywhere, and I fuck with that real tough.
So when you make your music, is it LA culture or is it down south culture, or have you combined both at this point? Because you a LA native, but I know when you go to college, that mess influences you. Like, that short time I spent in Arkansas changed a big portion of my life, and I was only there for a split second. So I can imagine, as long as you spent down there, like how has that influenced not just your music but your entire life?
You know what? A lot of the things in New Orleans, especially in New Orleans, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, New Orleans influenced my life a lot. You know, I spent 5 years here, so it's not like you could just like write the whole city off as fuck the city. You feel me? I love New Orleans. I love New Orleans to death.
Right.
Y'all gotta have a second line when I die. You might not know what that is.
Bro, I've already looked it up.
We already looked at it. Look it up. I'm glad you looked it up. And but forget when you go to, when I go, I want y'all to have a fat ass second line. Like, I'm talking about all through New Orleans. Matter of fact, what I really want y'all to do, I want y'all to get some real steppers from New Orleans, some real people that really second line the whole brass band, bring all that shit to LA and do a fat ass second line for my funeral.
You ever heard of Second Line Shorty? She be on Instagram.
I done heard of Second Line Shorty. You feel me?
Did you ever run into her when you was in New Orleans? Second Line Shorty, cause she be at all.
I've never ran into. I probably, well, you know, I won't say I've never ran into her, because I probably seen her and didn't even know that was her. Cause I didn't find out about Second Line Shorty, I think, until a couple months ago. I was looking some shit up, and she came across. Yeah, she came across some shit. Like, son, I don't be on social media as much as I probably should, but you know. It's a thing. You know, I get on there more. I be on Twitter a lot. I don't be on my other ones as much as I should. But you know that. I also, I went to school with Magnolia Shorty little brother. Shout out to my homeboy Carell Lowe. You feel me? He out here making that hot shit too down in Louisiana. That boy opened up for Gates not too long ago too. Matter of fact, since we speaking on artists and like my influences and shit, when I got to New Orleans, that was one of the first artists niggas that put me on Gates. Like, niggas was like, you gotta listen to Gates. You gotta listen to Gates, son. Gates the truth. You gotta listen to Gates. I got a lot of friends from BR.
Kevin Gates, right?
Yeah, Kevin Gates. They was like, man, Gates the truth. You gotta listen to Kevin Gates, bruh. Pouring the syrup, slapper. Out the Mud, Slapper, Satellite, Slapper. I was like, everything they played by this man, Slapper. Like,
Yeah, I love
I was
Kevin
surprised
Gates.
I never ran into Kevin Gates before I got there. Because, like, Gates had hella music, hella discography. I fuck with Gates real tough. They put me on Gates. Bounce music is now a lifeline in my life. I gotta listen to bounce music at least once a day.
Hey, that bounce music, even here in LA, be popping. I can only imagine what it's like in New Orleans.
Bruh, see, the only bounce song, the only real bounce song, the only real bounce song that ever made it to LA is that one that we used to hear back in high school. And they still play that shit. The one where you got bounce a biggity, bounce a biggity, bounce a biggity, bounce it, bounce a biggity,
I
biggity,
play
biggity.
that
Like,
at
bruh, at every party.
I DJ.
That's bounce music, son. And niggas don't even understand that that's bounce music, don't know it's bounce music. Niggas love that shit so much and won't even talk about it. Like, won't even bring the shit up, won't even play more bounce music, won't play bounce version song. Because truthfully, son, it's versions of songs down there that they got put the bounce beat over, put the bounce ad-libs over, and it slapped 10 times harder, bro. Like, it's a bounce version of Frank Ocean Night somewhere. Y'all gotta go listen to that. I think Sango did it, if I'm not mistaken. He not even from New Orleans, but Frank Ocean from New Orleans, you feel me? A lot of y'all don't know that. But, you know, check out that bounce music, son. Check out bounce music. Bounce music
Even
is good.
Drake started incorporating into music.
Man,
hey, look.
Drake incorporated. I'm finna say Drake incorporated that bounce music, and I'm happy he did it because now it's getting more people to look at it. Because after Drake, it was like we starting to hear bounce music and a bunch of other shit. Even Pure Luxury, he got a new song coming out with like a little bounce beat in it, you know, and all types of shit. That Ride That Dick Like a Soldier, you know, all that shit that people niggas love. Y'all love New Orleans culture. Y'all love New Orleans music, and I mean this as a y'all, as in the U.S. hip hop, R&B. Niggas love New Orleans culture and music, all that shit, but they don't get back to the city. They don't get a credit to the city. And that's one thing I really want niggas to do. Start giving credit to the cities y'all get shit from.
I wonder if they even know, though. I wonder if people even know.
What, people know where they getting it from or know that it's from New Orleans?
Do people know bounce music? I wonder if people even know that Bounce Biggity song's from New Orleans. Like, I wonder
I don't think people even know. I feel like they just think it's a song, you know? Because, like, for a lot of people don't even know bounce music is a genre. People just be like, oh, that's some shit to twerk to. You feel me? Like, nah, bounce music is a genre. You feel me? It's a genre of music that is bounce music. There are bounce artists. You feel me? That you gotta sit there and listen to. You feel me? Speaking of which, shout out to some of these New Orleans artists that I love so much, like Mad Music, Cali, Treaty. You feel me? I love me some Treaty. I be listening to Treaty a lot. I really shouldn't. I don't know why. But that's really my homegirl, Mimi. My homegirl, Mimi, put me on Treaty. You feel me? I don't know if that's also Treaty. But it's that one song. I got some niggas in the 3. They fuck with me like that. That's my shit too. I fucks with that tough. You can play that shit right now. I'd get off. Like, that's my shit. I fucks with that.
Okay, so you have a project coming out. Did it already come out yet, or you have?
I got multiple things in the works as of right now. You know, it's a couple of things here, there, back and forth that we've been working on. My final year at Dillard, I met a freshman. His name is Dion. But he go by Mac Infinity. Mac with the sideways 8. That is my new motherfucking nigga. You feel me? I happen to be a senior. He happened to be a freshman. I'm mad. I wish that nigga could have came in when I came into school. Because I know the songs and the tapes and the projects that we would have put together would have been amazing. My newest song, I just dropped it about 3 days ago, is on SoundCloud. It's called Scrubs. It features Mac Infinity and, you know, like, bro is good at what he does.
That's the one you sent me on Instagram, right?
Yeah, bro is really good at what he does.
That song actually says, you know what, I'm gonna put it, by the time this video comes out, it's gonna be on my bio on Instagram, the link to his song. Go check the shit out.
Yeah, cause that Scrubs is some shit, you feel me? I found the beat to Scrubs like years before I met Dion. I wrote my verse to Scrubs probably 2 years before I met Dion. And I sat on that song. It sat in an archive for so long because I wanted somebody that when they heard it, the same way I heard that beat, to lose their motherfucking shit. Because, like, if you hear the beat to Scrubs, and it does have the TLC sample of Scrubs in it, you know, type shit. But when you hear that beat drop, and note that the Scrubs sample, it's so smooth, bruh. It's like velvet. It's really like butter in an instrumental, you know, and I just hope that my verses did it justice. I hope that Mac verse did it justice, you know, because like that was really the thing. What it was like, the production is so fucking crazy on that song, bro. Okay. Production crazy.
Now I got a few more questions for you. I got a bunch, but I want to know. This is a new segment. You're gonna be the first one in this segment.
Okay.
Called craziest experience. I want you to give me your craziest experience from Hamilton. I want you to give me your craziest experience from Dillard, and I want you to give me your craziest experience when it comes to this music making shit. Like, what was the one time where it could be anything involving music where you were like, what the? It could be a time we seen a deal go bad. It could be the time when you realized the politics in the game. It could be anything as far as music wise. But what are your absolute craziest stories in each of those categories? Hamilton, Dillard, and music.
Let's start with high school, cause fuck high school. You feel me? Not fuck Hamilton. Hamilton cool, but like nobody likes high school. If you say you liked high school, that's where you peaked at, and you need to be worried about your life.
God damn.
I'm serious. Fuck, like
I enjoyed high school.
You enjoyed the fuck out of high school? Like you wasn't looking for something new after?
Yeah, I was varsity football.
Yeah, I know
I played basketball,
bitch, I was there.
Track and field. Like, I loved it. Now, I loved college more.
Exactly, but that's my point. You love college more.
Right.
You feel me? Like, nobody decides to look in their life and be like, high school was the shit. High school was the best years of my life. Like, nobody does that.
That would suck.
That would suck. That's where you peaked at. If high school was the best years of your life, that's where you peaked at. You need to look at your life. I mean that, for real.
But craziest
experience at Hamilton had to be the talent show. Actually, my senior year, we did a talent show, and this was the first year that CIS was over the talent show, and CIS gave up this big prize to if you win Hamilton's talent show, you get to go to the citywide talent show. You feel me? And go perform for Little Mama and Nick Cannon and Leon Bridges III. Like, all these different people. You feel me? Like, you get to get in the rap section. You get to get on something new. And for me, that was something that I really wanted to sit up to. But the reason why it was crazy for me was because a lot of things had went wrong that day. Like, when I went to the talent show, you know, it was people over music, people over lights, people over a lot of things that did not like me. And they messed up my performance on purpose. Which is why if anybody who was there remembers, I was in the middle of performing my remix of Who Do You Love?
Right.
And the mic kept cutting out. The beat kept cutting out. And I'm sitting there like, you know what? Cut it. Just cut the whole thing off. And I was dealing with rap beef in high school at the time with some niggas named Water Boys. I think the only nigga still making music out of them is probably Dion, D-Selma, I think is what that nigga go by now.
I hated that fucking group.
Bro, I hate that group still. All them niggas trash.
Them was my homies, but I hate
all them niggas trash. I don't care what none of these. All them niggas trash. The only one I ever fucked with was Dion. That was supposed to be my nigga. You feel me? Me and Dion fucked with each other. I thought Dion fucked with me. And then he let them use him because he had his fucking performance. And you know, I truthfully believe that had he just went and did his fucking performance, he probably would have beat me. But because you went and did your fucking performance and you let your friends hype you up to say some dumb shit, you feel me? You got what you got. Now, no, the dumb shit he said at the time, you know, I made my whole little verse, said whatever I said, you know. I'm trying to think of a bar. Bar from my verse is like, I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, rest of you niggas atrocious, rapping on the mic like y'all got halitosis, you stink. You know, like, that was some shit that I wrote back in my 12th grade year. You know, that's just a one line. It was a very long verse, because I really went in and said some shit. Like, I really went in, and niggas was like, wow, like, whoa, you feel me? Like, but Dion, you know, he did his little performance. His performance was nice as fuck. You feel me? Lights work, mic work, sound perfect. You feel me? He literally had one of the best performances of the night.
They love Dion.
You feel me? They love Dion. Dion decided that after he got done performing his song, he was like, he said, I remember the line. He was like, Khalon got up here on stage. I can't even hate. He really just mad because I stole his prom date. You could have left that shit out and you probably would have won, because end all be all of the shit was you had a better performance.
Wait, why didn't I hear about? Oh, this is, you said your senior year, right?
Yeah, it was my senior year.
I graduated a year before you.
So
damn. Hey.
So you know this shit happened, but like, wait, look, listen. So this is the reason why this is my craziest experience from high school, right? So this shit was said, this shit happened, cool. I was fine with that. The only thing that pissed me off about Ayana going to prom with Dion was that I planned on asking Ayana to prom 20, like literally 30 seconds after Dion. Not in the sense of like, I had the like Dion had the idea, and then 30 seconds later I had the idea. No, nigga, like I'm setting up. I'm setting up to ask. As I'm setting up to ask her, you feel me? I'm looking out the window of Miss Battle's class, and this nigga is asking. And I'm blown because I'm looking out the window and I'm setting up. I got balloons and shit. You feel me? I got a violinist. Like, I had a whole... Hey, no, real shit. Anybody that know me, I went and got a violinist and a flutist. I was going to ask her on Valentine's Day.
Did you remember... were you there when I asked my prom date out to prom?
Nigga,
the whole banner thing?
Yeah, nigga, I seen that shit. That shit was tight. Shit was dope. That's why I did my shit. Son, I had a violinist and a flutist.
I'm glad I didn't
play some John Legend. They came through to play the John Legend. You feel me? What else happened? Yeah, they came through to play the John Legend. I made slutty brownies. I got her a bouquet of roses and sunflowers and all that shit. The only reason why this whole situation pissed me off is because, like, you know, it's like you gotta be quicker than that. Like I now, like, when that whole you gotta be quicker than that thing came around, that was my moment where I think about that shit all the time. Gotta be quicker. Cause had I just went to first period, cause this nigga he was supposed to do it at lunch, but he decided I don't feel like waiting. I'm nervous. I'm just gonna do it now, and he did it at nutrition. I don't know if y'all got nutrition in your high school, but that's like the break before lunch, whatever the fuck. So no, he did the shit at nutrition, but. And I did it in the period right after nutrition. Like, goddamn. You feel me? Hey, like, it wasn't even no shit. I don't feel like you stole my prom date, though. Like,
I would have asked her anyway, goddamn.
I wanted to, but I just felt like, how you come in with the banner in your... She came into the next period, because it's the next period. You come in the next period, banner in your hand, and balloons in hand. Then you walk into this shit, you... What the fuck is... This is for me, too. Like,
I would have lit that motherfucker on fire.
Bro... Hey, real shit though. It's just high school, son. Long story short, I went with somebody that I really fuck with. I didn't have a good time at prom. Fuck prom. But, you know, all in all, shit cool. You feel me? Like, it was never gonna be it. Hey, speaking of which, fuck Disney. Not only fuck Disney in the sense of, like, fuck Disney in general, but y'all put out that movie Prom, I think like 2 months before my prom, or like a month before my prom, and y'all got a nigga hopes all up and shit. Ain't get a nigga hopes up, but got a nigga hopes up and everything. Fuck y'all.
Wasn't nothing like it.
Wasn't nothing like prom. You feel me? Wasn't nothing like it. Every movie that got prom in it, unless prom went terrible. Carrie, that's the only real depiction of prom. That's the real depiction.
Yeah,
depiction.
Food sucks. The music is all Hispanic
music.
Hey,
time out. The music was Hispanic music, but the food was good. Universal Studios did us well.
No, we didn't
get
that.
Oh, see, you tripping. The food was amazing.
We didn't get Universal.
Food was good. They had
smoothies.
smoothies.
Thanks for bragging.
They had smoothies.
Oh,
you feel me? Like Jamba Juice was there. It was nice.
I'm glad you had smoothies.
I'm glad. You feel me? Wasn't y'all at like the Automobile Museum?
No. It was,
Where's y'all at?
Something...
The California Science Center?
No, it was.
Where was y'all at?
It's nothing with a name. It's not even memorable.
Not even a name.
Hey, look, we're gonna change the fucking subject. What was the craziest shit I did?
Alright, so yeah, the only reason why that was the craziest shit for me with Hamilton was because, like, you feel me? Like, it just went to show me that, like, when you do dirt, or when you feel like you wanna one up or flex on a nigga, like, I didn't flex on them. That's the only thing I get on. I'm still not done with them. Let me hurry up. I didn't flex on them, son. I might have said my little verse, but I just feel like I said my little verse because y'all tried to fuck with me. You tried to fuck me over. And I'm not talking about water boys in general. I'm just talking about hating ass niggas in general. You feel me? So for you to get on stage, have a perfect performance, and then, you know, have all this good positive energy and all this great artistry that you just put out, and then you want to feed into some bullshit. You feel me? I feel like that's the only reason why I won. Point blank period. I won the rap competition. I went on to perform for who was there? Yeah, like Little Mama and Nick Cannon, a bunch of other people. You know, I got to meet a lot of people. DJ D-Rec was there. You know, it was a really nice day. You feel me? But that's what happens when you do dirt. God don't like ugly. You feel me? Yeah, feel me.
When you hate, you don't prosper. Let me make sure I say it in the mic.
Yeah. The craziest shit that happened at Dillard, I guess you could say my craziest experience at Dillard, if it's in between two. And I don't mean the 2 times my car got lit on fire. It's in between either my car getting lit on fire, because
we're going to talk about that.
That's some crazy shit. Like, you can't even act like that's not no crazy shit. Even my car got lit on fire at Dillard, that's a crazy experience. But then, too, another crazy ass experience at Dillard, I had to get 4 or 5 staples in the back of my head. I I was doing something I ain't had no business doing in the shower with a nice young woman. You feel me? She's fucking amazing. You know, not gonna say her name, but she's fucking amazing. She went to the hospital with me that night and everything. She's fucking amazing. But yeah, you know, I was doing something with a nice young lady in the shower, and you know, we got done and started to get clean or whatever, and you know, I slipped on some soap. I slipped on something. I don't know what I slipped on, really. I think she pushed me. I truly think, you know that little playful push that women do? For those of y'all that can see it, you so crazy. Like, that playful push. But I slipped. And I hit my shoulder on the sink, and I hit my head on the toilet. And the toilet seat wasn't down. So I didn't hit the plastic toilet seat. I hit the porcelain bowl and just like, I wanted to get up. I thought it was cool. I was like, damn, I fell. Fuck. You feel me? And like, I opened my eyes and yeah, the shit hurt. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get up. Like, let me get up. And her, don't get up. Don't get up. Don't move. Don't do nothing. Just lay there. I'm gonna be right back. Don't move. And I'm like, girl, what's wrong? Like, all I did was hit my head. I'm gonna be fine. I touched the back of my head, bro. Hand full of blood. Hand full of blood. Look at the floor full of blood. I'm losing blood. Blacked out. I blacked out. Now, no. Nigga, I don't know how these niggas
slipped on the bar of soap. Nigga, this shit took your ass to Weenie Hut Jr.
But boy, I was so mad. Imagine you said Weenie Hut Jr. I was so mad though, son, cause like in my head,
fucking Weenie Hut General ass nigga.
Nigga, if you had been there the whole day, like if you could have been a fly on the wall for that whole day of what me and Shorty did that whole day, you would have been like, you know what, nigga, you deserve this shit, cause you need to calm the fuck down. Like, you feel me? You need to chill out. Like, real shit, you need to chill out. Like,
fucking ran inside and fucking slipped on the fucking bar.
Slipped, fucked up.
Nigga, that's not a war story, nigga. That's horrible.
Nigga, that's I'm not saying it's a war story. It's just you told me what the most craziest experience was, nigga. I was butt naked. My homies had to come save me, nigga. Man. Like, I woke up to niggas dressing me because the ambulance was on their way and school police is on their way and the dean is on their way. Like,
how do you explain to your parents
that I fell out of the shower fucking and I had to go get 5 staples in the back of my head? You don't explain. You don't tell your parents no shit like that. You tell them you fell and you fell down. You tell them you fell down some stairs or some shit, or you fell and you hit your head on some shit and you gotta go get some staples. You don't tell them what you're doing.
This video's in the public domain. It's gonna be on YouTube.
I don't give a fuck. They can know now. The staples out the back of my head. It was back then when I thought it was gonna be like it was a hoot. Niggas was laughing for a long time. Like, you gotta know, I lived in the apartments on campus, and niggas was all on campus. Like, they came and like, nigga, the ambulance here, they rolling the gurney. What's going on? Nigga, you see me wrapped in a towel, some boxers, and a pair of basketball shorts.
Hey,
nigga.
Look, had you
like trying to wrapped up in the gurney.
Could you imagine? Like, I'm glad you here, but imagine dying like that with the fucking obituary say like, God bless me, was a good man. He slipped out of a piece of pussy. Slipped out of a piece of pussy. Hit his head. It was never the same.
Hey, you know what? What's fucked up about that whole situation, son? Had I died right then, like say had I hit my head and died that day, I would have been fine. Because I would have died not only living on a natural high, but I would have died after spending the day with somebody I really fucked with. Like, Shorty was cool as fuck. Like, I fuck with her tough. Parents, she don't fuck with me no more either. You feel me? B-Mac do not fuck with me.
Parents come see you in the hospital.
Parents did not come see me in the hospital.
No. I'm talking about you died. Parents come see you in the hospital. They explain the story. Dead on the table with the hard ass dick. Oh God. Anyway.
This nigga stupid. Y'all heard this man?
Hey, look, man. All right. Anyway, craziest story.
That's my craziest experience. You feel me at Dillard? That was my crazy. I got 5 staples in the back of my head. That was a crazy experience. Rev even knew. Like, the reverend on campus even knew. Like, that was one of the craziest. Everybody on campus knew.
Yes, Lord.
What happened? I couldn't get past it. Like,
we'll gather here today.
I couldn't even walk around with 5 staples in the back of my head and nobody asked no question. Like,
we'll gather here today.
She had to cut my hair and all. Like, it was some shit.
We'll gather here today to celebrate the life of Khalon Banks, who had a tragic death.
Shut up. Boy, shut up.
Committing fornication.
This nigga here.
Anyway.
So yeah, my craziest experience in music. My craziest experience in music would have to be almost fighting one of my collective members. You feel me? Like I said, that niggas can still catch my hands on sight, but like that was my craziest experience in music because it let me understand and know that you can't put people in charge of shit. Like, if you really love something, if you really care about something, if you really got a passion for something, you really gotta watch the motherfuckers you put around you.
Right.
You feel me? You gotta watch the motherfuckers you let be in charge of shit. You gotta watch a lot of shit. Niggas went from deciding, a group of 3, 4, 5 people. You feel me? Being at the beginning of it, and I'm not gonna say he wasn't one of the people being at the beginning of it. He was at the beginning of it too. But 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and then all of a sudden, you make the shit yours. Like, you start branching out and calling yourself president and this, that, and the third, and doing paperwork and wanting to kick niggas out of the group, putting niggas on a strike system. Like, nigga, you not my mama, you not paying me, you not my manager, you not none of that shit, nigga. You another nigga that didn't know how to rap until you got to school here. You were a poet, bro. Like, you feel me? Now you start rapping, you make rap music, and
Tupac was a poet.
Tupac was a poet, but Tupac also didn't go to death row and steal death row from Suge and make it, you feel me, Tupac label. Like, that Suge label, we know that. You feel me? End all be all. I wouldn't, it ain't no shit that I'm even mad about, because at the end all be all of things, it's never gonna be no shit that I feel like is really gonna be a thing. He might pop, he might get successful, he might be this, that, and the third. That's fine. But I know that the blessings that God got for me are much higher. They much bigger. You feel me? And I don't even mean that in no cocky way. I just mean that in the sense of, like, God really don't like ugly, son. And I done seen that shit on so many occasions. If we talking about life and crazy experiences, bro, like, that's my craziest one when it comes to the music shit. You feel me? You will have a nigga that will be your friend in your face and will steal from you faithfully.
Hey, man.
Like, I've had niggas steal beats from me. I've had niggas steal song ideas from me. You feel me? And all in the sense of we a collective, and that's bullshit.
I mean, you can't. I'm not gonna say you can't trust nobody, because I trust a lot of people.
I trust a lot of motherfuckers
if you
too,
out here,
bro.
if you can't trust nobody, it's probably
got
something wrong
trust
with
issues, though.
Something probably wrong with you if you can't trust nobody.
Yeah,
there's something wrong with you. But you gotta understand, like, there's gonna be people to deceive you. I don't know if you biblical or anything like that, but
of course.
I mean, the whole story of Jesus and Judas, like, and this is where the Bible shows you gotta be solid. Jesus at the table was like, hey, look, I know one of you niggas gonna snitch on me tonight, but that don't make a difference. I want all y'all to eat anyway. He told him, it was like, I know one of you here today gonna snitch. Everybody at the table was like, what? Not me, nah. He was like, hey, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. I know one of you gonna do it, but I still want all y'all to eat.
And the worst part is, 9 times out of 10 it will. Like, I feel like SZA said it best, and niggas hate when I quote SZA, but you don't know. Like, if you know anything about Xavier Beloved, I love SZA, everything about Solana Imani Rowe, or Imani Rowe. I have to understand, I have to ask Shorty when I see her, when I meet her again. But, like, in all general, I even have a control tattoo. But when SZA said it probably came from your inner circle or lack thereof, that's a real quote for that ass that a lot of motherfuckers wasn't trying to hear. Like, all the shit that you know that you done that you ain't told nobody, and you wondering how the fuck do these bitches know? Nigga, your main bitch told them.
Yeah.
Your main homegirl told them. Your main nigga told them. You feel me? It's always gonna be the motherfucker that's closest to you. Cause I'm gonna let you know something. If you know for a fact you did some shit, and it's only you and the motherfucker that did it, and you ain't say some shit, it's only one other motherfucker in the world.
That's why a secret's only a secret if one person knows it.
You feel me?
If more than one person knows it, ain't no secret. So
ain't no fucking secret no more.
Keep your shit to yourself.
Keep your shit to yourself.
And be careful, man, because you never know who's gonna be the deceiver.
Nigga, my circle is small, like an atom.
Yeah.
Like an atom.
I understand.
Ain't even no period, like an atom, bro. You can't even see my circle. You don't even know who really in the circle. You be thinking you telling some shit. You be thinking you on some shit. You be thinking you know some shit. Motherfuckers don't even know shit about me, bro. Like,
now, before we close it off, everything we do here is educational. So what is one of the biggest lessons, the biggest pieces of advice you would go back and give 18-year-old Khalon Banks?
Oh, see, that's easy, that motherfucker. I've been asked this question so many times, bro. And if what I would tell 6-year-old me, what I would tell 12-year-old me, what I would tell 18-year-old me is that life is temporary than a motherfucker, so stay lit. You feel me? And I know a lot of motherfuckers don't get that. Like, life is temporary. You feel me? Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. No matter what the fuck you do, it's temporary. It's always gonna be temporary. You feel me? You might create something that can last forever, but you are temporary. You feel me? And once you get to the understanding that you are temporary, and that your life is temporary, and that your problems are temporary, and that the shit that you deal with in life and all this bullshit that comes with it is temporary, you can start to be more at ease at what the fuck God throws at you, because you'll start to understand that this is all on the journey for me to make it to heaven or whatever you believe in. You feel me? Like, I don't believe in hell. Like, I believe in Christianity to a T. I believe in Jesus, God, and all that. But I don't believe in hell, because I just don't believe that my God or my Jesus is a vengeful type of God or Jesus. They wouldn't send me to hell. You feel me? Because they care about me and they love me. They wouldn't want me to suffer forever. So that's some shit. But you know, all in all, nonetheless, you feel me? Like, that's my biggest thing. I would tell anybody, life is very temporary. You feel me? Like, forever is temporary. You feel me?
Right.
And I mean to say forever is temporary, because what's forever for you is not forever for somebody else.
Forever's
what's
temporary.
forever? Yeah, that's actually the name of my debut album when I start finishing it.
Woo, you heard it here first.
Well, no, I take that back. Actually, let's backtrack a little bit, because that might have been I might have jumped the gun a little bit. My main project, like the project I'm working on now, like my next big project, is called Temporary Forever's. Forever's Temporary.
Right.
And it's a double album, you feel me? I want you to be able to listen to it forward and backwards, kind of like Kendrick Lamar's Damn. But in a sense, like, you're getting two different stories, though. And that's what I really want people to get, is that you need to understand that when going through these temporary forevers that you live through, you feel me? You got to understand that, yes, this might be forever for now, but it is temporary. You feel me? Like, you might set up forever with somebody, but it is temporary. And that's really the big thing. I want people to understand that life is temporary, so live it to the fullest. But not that life is temporary, so it don't matter. It's not that the shit don't matter.
It's not the YOLO. It's not that you only live once shit.
Yeah, it's not you only live once.
But you do live in the moment because
it's like, it's just, there's too much horrible shit in this evil world that we live in for you to be stuck up on something. I can tell y'all, I've been stuck up on exes for 2-3 years, still writing about them. You feel me? I've been stuck up on bullshit. I've been stuck up on grudges. As you can see, I still want to fight somebody. I'm still saying that nigga can catch my hands, and I should be dropping that shit, because life is temporary and I shouldn't hold all that in. But like, hey, I'm human. And you know, at the end all be all of the day, I think about this temporary shit because my anger will be temporary. Right. You feel me? Soon enough, I ain't even gonna feel no shit when I see that nigga. I'm just gonna know that nigga's a bitch and call it a day. You know, like, type shit. But at the end all be all of the day, my debut album will probably be called Lit. Like, when I'm finally famous and like going for the Grammy and shit, it's gonna be an acronym, and I'ma say it so that way I have public domain over this shit. I might not have no fucking copyright or no shit, but I can say that you stole this shit from me, because this shit I have a timestamp on it. But
it for sure will.
Yeah, for sure will have a timestamp on it. Lit is the name of my debut album. That's what I'm sticking with. Right. Lit is the name of my debut album, because I really wanted. I read one point.
Lit, you heard it here first.
Yes, that most definitely is. He got an exclusive. Lit is the name of my debut album because I originally wanted to change my rap name to Lit. I thought that would be really dope to change my rap name to Lit and make it the acronym that I live by, which is Life is Temporary. Right. You feel me? But the tagline for my debut album, just because I always sit there and I work on it, is no matter what, I'm gonna talk my shit and flick my bick, because life is temporary than the shit. You feel me? Right. And like, that's something that I just want niggas to get to. So Life is Temporary is gonna be the debut album. The next project you'll get from me is the Indie Love Project Volume 1. That has to deal with my fraternity. I know we didn't talk about that much today, but that has to deal with my fraternity and my favorite sorority. You know, the only Sigma I know is SG Row in this motherfucker. You feel me? Shout out to the poodle. Shake that monkey for me one time.
Shout out to Sigma Gamma Rho.
You feel me? Shout out to Sigma Gamma Rho. Sorority Incorporated. You feel me? Shout out to the SG Rows. Shout out to the poodles. Don't call them Rows. And if you not a poodle, stop strolling to shake that monkey. You feel me? If you're not a poodle, now this is a real public service announcement. If
Yes,
you're
sir.
not a poodle, stop strolling to shake that monkey. It's not for you. You feel me?
All right.
It's not for you. I will put you on Greek shenanigans.
Jesus Christ. All right then, man. Well, Khalon Banks, thank you for coming out to my show today, man.
Thank you, Turtle. Before we get out of here, I just want to thank you for inviting me to show one. I really want to thank you for that because like this is my first podcast interview. Like I've done a radio interview once before, but this is my first real podcast interview and really getting to talk about myself and like my life and shit and the shit that I've been going on, how I feel about certain shit. I don't feel like we really gotten to know deep, super deep topics, but that's cool. You know, we don't have to get too deep, too fast.
Oh, don't worry.
I mean, I'll be back.
This is only the first time you don't trust me.
You feel me? I'll be back in this motherfucker. If y'all love hearing Xavier B or Xavier Beloved in this motherfucker with Turtle, you know, leave that shit in the comments because I will be back in this hoe. I love doing this shit. I love talking. You feel me? But yeah, I want to thank you for inviting a nigga on the show and all that. I want to give a couple shout outs right quick.
Give them out.
You feel me? Mac with the sideways 8, Mac Infinity, that's my motherfucking nigga. Lavelle LJ, you feel me? That's my nigga. He out in Florida living his life. Probably finna be married soon. Got his girl all together. Live life, bro. Be
Congrats.
great. You feel me? Congrats on all that shit. He gonna graduate this year from Bethune-Cookman University. Congrats, my nigga, on all that shit. Tyler Faye, that's one of my new she not new, but that's one of my newest like real niggas that I've really been joking with. She just put me in this creative group chat on Twitter and
right.
she owns her own modeling agency. She just had an ad with Levi's. She's fucking amazing. And you know, I look forward to working with her very soon. We're gonna get on some new things. We're helping reshape the culture, talk about some different things, help our community talk about our trauma that we don't even know is trauma yet. That's actually a segment I really do want to do on here, Turtle, but like I'm going to talk to you more about that after the show. You know, we're going to do a show about that because that's a real thing. I want to talk about the trauma in the black community on a show. But, you know, I feel like people don't even understand the trauma I'm talking about. Like, they hear me say trauma right now. And even with them listening to hear me trauma, they thinking bullets. They thinking gun violence. They thinking single-parent household. They thinking poverty. Like, none of that shit is what I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, that's my point.
Don't say too much.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give up the
episode.
topic that I really want to get into because, like, niggas are not ready to have that conversation, and that's something that, you know, I don't even want to turn y'all away from. I want y'all to get into it, because even when we promo that episode, I'm not going to let Turtle tell y'all what we really talking about until we get in there and you're already listening, because, like, it needs to be talked about, it needs to be said. Me and my friends had a conversation about this shit not too long ago, and, you know, we realized that a lot of black men can't even identify it. So, like, that's the thing that we really need to talk about. Where my last shout outs at? Shout out to Intellectuals Entertainment. You feel me? They're my motherfucking niggas. If you want intellectual, you know who you are. Shout out to Cortland. That's my nigga. That's my mother. That's the real creator of Black Tide Entertainment. I know that's the real founder, mastermind, truth of all between Black Tide Entertainment. If you ever hear the name Black Tide Entertainment, you need to tie that shit back to Cortland Powell. That's the motherfucking mastermind behind that shit. That's that nigga. Fuck that other nigga. But, you know, with that shit. And last but not least, shout out to Grayson Sierra Brown. That's my little boo thing. I love her to death. She be keeping a nigga grounded and shit. I be fucking with her tough. You feel me? I said your full name. So you can't even say I don't fuck with you no more. I fucks with you tough. I hold the whole world about you. That's my little boo thing. You feel me? I love